What is going on, everybody? How are we all doing? And welcome back today to another installment of the Rotation Road to Glory. Today, of course, you can see it on the screen next to me. It is Squad Battles rewards time. We once again managed to hit Elite 1, so we got another 40,000 coins coming into the club, as well as a couple of mega packs as well, I believe. So, really looking forward to opening those. But before we do that, I'm just going to give you a quick tour of the teams that we used and the trade pile as well, which you can see there's 15 things on there that are sold. So, if you do enjoy this, make sure to leave a big thumbs up on the video. Always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel as well. We'll start off with the trade pile. To be honest, there's a lot of this is just duplicate stuff and stuff where we've changed over teams. A lot of stuff from the bronze pack method. I mentioned last time out in the previous episode that I wanted to change to a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, so naturally I had to sell on a couple of the wingers, Ribery being one of them. We packed Timo Werner as a duplicate, actually in an SBC. I think it was the Neymar one, possibly, where you got the two-player pack, I think that was from. We tried Antonio in a team and ended up changing him out for a different striker who you'll see in a second. Marquinhos, when we changed teams, was someone that had to be sacrificed. And we got this guy as well from just a standard bronze pack, I think it was. And he went for 5k, which is pretty nice. But we're going to clear all that off the trade pile. All these are duplicates, and I'll quickly show you the two teams that I've been using. So, like I said, I wanted to change to a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. This is currently the Premier League team that we're using. There's a few untradables in there. The likes of Bellerin, Matters an untradable as well. So it's a nice team. I won't lie, I've used this a little bit online as well, and it's been doing me really well. I'm really a big fan of Abora, as many of you will know from last year. He's been doing excellent. And Musa up front, his record so far, he's played 5 games, 6 goals and got 2 assists. Not a bad start whatsoever. The other team is the main one that needed changing, really, because I really liked the team that plays in there, but I wanted to change the formation, so we've ended up doing this. And yeah, it's really good. I'm really enjoying Thomas Muller at cam. He's someone that I bought recently to try it, and you can see 11 goals in 9 games and 3 assists as well. That's absolutely superb. But I do think we could do with a better striker than Origi, and that team could still be tinkered with a little bit. Again, it just depends completely on what we pack today. So fingers crossed we can get something good to help us out. But we're going to claim the rewards now. Squad Battles rewards are ready to be claimed. We should be Elite 1. I would be very surprised if we weren't. We are indeed Elite 1. I think we finished on 76,000 points. So I imagine it was quite comfortable. We get a new kit. We get 39,800 coins. So it's interesting, actually. I was looking at comparing what the rewards were like for doing FUT Champions. Now, usually, if I do FUT Champions, it's Dele Alli squad this time. Yeah, usually, if I do FUT Champions, I'd be settling at Gold 3 a lot of the time, and the rewards for Gold 3 are actually quite similar to the rewards that you get for Elite 1 in Squad Battles. You get 40,000 coins for Squad Battles, whereas online you'd only get 30,000. You get 2 mega packs, which you get on both of them, but the additional thing that you get for FUT Champions is that you also get a 50k pack, but not much difference in that whatsoever. But for the 2 mega packs, hopefully, I mean, one to watch, as you can see by the decoration of the pack, they are still in packs. I think today might be the last day, or maybe tomorrow, so this is technically, or realistically I should say, going to be our last chance of packing another one on this account. So fingers crossed we can do that. But a board would be nice. Last week we didn't even get a single board player. Please, can we do that? First one is not going to be a board. It could still be a decent player, the likes of Timo Werner, who we packed today, but that is just not going to be great, is it? Wow. Carnezis. H2 rated. Not ideal. Not ideal. Someone that has got a bit of value, of course, he is a Premier League goalkeeper, so he'll go for a little bit. We also get Adan. We get Mariano. We get Fabra. It's not very exciting. These players here, they're non-rares. We'll keep until the marquee matchups come out, and if any of them aren't usable, I'll end up trading them through the gold upgrade. But we do get a few squad fitnesses, which are also handy. We get a centre forward to cam card. I might end up using that on Thomas Muller, actually. Second pack, come on. This would be our 4th one, including last week, where we haven't got a single board player. 83 plus is not too much to ask for FIFA. Come on, EA, please. Yes, finally, we get ourselves a board player. What's it going to be? It's not a one to watch, it's Dutch, it's a striker. That's going to be Bas Dost. He's one of the worst board players you can get, I'd like to say, but at least it's a board player. He was actually someone that I used in the one of the Hybrid and League Nation SBCs recently, so I know he has got some value there. But we also get Darmian, we got Oxlade Chamberlain, who might be worth a little bit. We get Pickford. Again, to be honest, the packs aren't fantastic either. The packs are not fantastic. We get a couple of healing cards, a couple of chemistry styles, some coins at the end there as well. So, Squad Battles now, 2 weeks in. Bastos being our best ball from Elite 1 isn't fantastic, but although it's not great, I do like getting the consumables as well. They are very, very handy, and you can see we're also up to 80,000 coins as well, so it's still definitely worthwhile just for doing that, I would suggest. But let's see if we can improve the teams at all with these coins and players. And we'll probably take the team online a little bit as well in today's episode. Let's see what we can do. So guys, you now join me on, what day is it today? It's Wednesday night, so quite a long way after you saw those squad battles rewards being opened. A lot has changed, as always seems to have done, in the club. I'm going to give you a little tour of our new team, the new investments that we bought in, players that we sold. Then you're going to be seeing some footage from us completing the marquee matchups that we did yesterday, and then possibly some gameplay from where we were doing the daily knockout tournament as well, which I've still not won, still not managed to qualify for the weekend league. I was talking about it on Twitter saying how I'm struggling because in previous FIFAs I've always been good at the game, to like not amazing but good enough to qualify quite easily. Now I'm really struggling, but we are slowly getting better. I'm still loving the squad battles and I'm really enjoying the game right now. But the first thing I'm going to show you is the transfer list. There's a few things sold here that you might raise your eyebrows at if you've seen the other episodes when you've seen players that we bought in. So Bernadeschi, a player, I don't know if you can still see his record for me on here. No, you can't, that's a shame. He had an amazing record for me, but we wanted to bring someone in, and to bring this person in, we had to sell players. And Bernadeschi, someone that wasn't featuring as a first-team player, who's coming on as a super sub, so he was the first to go. Next was Bertrand Traore, player that we packed, obviously. He went for 17,000 coins, not really a lot more else to say about him. I used him a couple of times. He's a kind of player, even if he gets an inform, I don't think he'd be worth a lot, and he's not a player that I'm generally interested in using. Florenzi, by the way, all these players who made profit on, which is amazing. Florenzi we sold for 25k. He's a quality right back, the best one I've used so far this year. But again, we needed to sell players. The three players, including Florenzi, that we've just gone through. So Bertrand Traore's one to watch, Bernadeschi's one to watch, and Florenzi's normal card, sorry, we had to sell to get this player. We had Karsdorp in the club as well. He was a solid enough right back that also plays for Roma, giving 9 goal in the chemistry. So we sacrificed him. We sacrificed Florenzi, I should say. We got a worse right back in, but he's still a right back that can do a job. And at the end of the day, 25k for a right back is a lot of coins. So we sold Florenzi. We sold this guy here, Brighton, because there was a thing in the marquee matchups to do with Melbourne City and Melbourne Victory. So we got some coins for him. Exactly the same goes for Kisak. This is also to do with the marquee matchups. Leno we actually packed in a 2-player upgrade pack, so we now have him untradeable. So we were able to sell our other one that we bought in for 5,000 coins. These are all players that I've actually sold today. There's a thing for certain nations. There's like a Japanese, a Korean and an Australian thing where you can get a kit, which I'm not too interested in, so I just sold the players on. But looking at the two teams we've got, I'm hoping this is going to be our Prem team first. It is. So this team we put together, first things first, I mean, I'm not going to say it. I was going to say the eagle. In fact, I will say it. The eagle-eyed viewers will be able to tell on the screen the new player that we've invested in. If you're looking along the bottom of the screen where you can see the subs, you can see the player there before we get to him. But yeah, I love the formation. That's the first thing to say. I mentioned it last time, that I wanted to try it, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. We've tried it. I love it. My other team that you're going to see in a second, I adore. I think it's absolutely outstanding for squad battles. It absolutely wrecks the AI. And when I go online, I really enjoy using it generally as well. Now, this team is good, but it's not quite up to the standards of that other team by quite some way, actually. I don't think it's anywhere near as good, and I think I'm probably going to sell a lot of these players on and make it into a hybrid team, maybe like a La Liga / Spain team, because we've got the likes of Bellerin untradeable. We've got Ibora in there as well, who I bought in him as a player I loved last year. He's done well for me. 22 games, 8 goals, 8 assists. He's been solid, but I genuinely think we can make a much more solid team than this with the coins that we've got available to us. So I'm going to sell a lot of these players. The likes of Musa, who's been great for us, he bought for 6.4k. You can see 13 games, 10 goals and 6 assists. Javier Hernandez I've really enjoyed using as well. 21 games, 17 goals, 22 assists. Another very solid performer. So there's a lot of players here that I've really enjoyed using, but we're going to sell them all on. The majority of them anyway, if not all of them. And then invest into a new team, which I think is going to be La Liga / Spanish themed, I'm guessing. But I will also show you what else we've got in the club in terms of untradables, because as always I like to do, you guys know by now, I do the bronze upgrade, silver upgrade to gold upgrade pack. We end up getting lots of rare players that are untradeable. So these are a few of them that we've got right now. We've got Aureo, which was a nice pull, but I'm using Bellerin, who I'm really enjoying, but he's someone that we'll definitely use in the future. Musashi we had before. We got Toprak recently as well, which is kind of cool. Mata we got as well recently. I don't know if you'd seen that before. Dimitri Payet we got. All these players that may not be like incredible, but they'll be very good for trading in when it comes to SPCs. And we've also got the ones that we're using. So the likes of Bellerin's in this team. I think Bellerin is the only one in this team actually, but we've got some in that other team, which I'm going to show you now. So if we go to squad selector, This team for me is the best team I've used on FIFA so far. This 4-1-2-1-2 setup. The investment you can see straight away is Yarmolenko's one to watch card. We picked him up for 154,000 coins, converted already to a right forward. And you can see 12 games, 19 goals, 10 assists. The guy has been an absolute monster. Love him, love his card. 5-star skills. Can only hope that he gets more informed so that card gets better and better and better. But this team, man, I love it. I absolutely love it. So we're going to be sticking with this one for now. I mean, we'll go through some of the records in a second, but we're going to be sticking with Bundesliga Serie A for this team, and then the other team, like I said, we're going to change. But Timo Werner, I reviewed him. I can't remember what I gave him out of 10, but whatever it wasn't high enough because this guy's the best striker I've used so far on FIFA. 53 games, 56 goals and 60 assists. This guy is absolutely outstanding. Picked him up for 24k. Don't care if we lose out on him because he's been, like I said, the best striker I've used. It's strange to say it because he's not got the 4-star skills, but the pace, he's got decent strength. He's just got everything apart from skill moves, and he's deadly. Absolutely deadly when he gets in on goal. Love Timo Werner. Thomas Muller we brought in to try it as well and has also been absolutely exceptional. 23 games, 20 goals and 10 assists in that cam position is fantastic. Still not converted into a cam, but again, has just been absolutely sensational. Now, Goaling, you all know about that we packed ages ago now. Played 71 games with him. You can tell I love this team by the amount of games I've played with some of these players. Toliso's another one, 53 games. And you look how much we paid for him, by the way. 79.5k currently going. He's going for 120k the other day. He's certainly still going for well over 100k. So that just shows what a fantastic buy that was at the time. And hopefully he can pick him in form up and make his value even more. That was bad English. Hopefully he can pick it in form up and then his value will increase. That is what I'm trying to say. Goretzka, a player that I love on FIFA, and again, the first owner here, 53 games, has been an absolute don. At CDM, you know, I was like, will he do a job? He's got the high work rates, but he has got great stats, and he does, I mean, we'll look at something in a second, because this guy's got an inform this week, and it looks incredible. I would love to replace normal Goretzka with inform Goretzka, but he's so expensive, as I'll show you in a second. We've still got Theo Hernandez at left back doing a job on the 7 chem that he's on, maybe even 6 chem because of the position he's in. No, he's 7. I need to convert him back to a left back. Can I do that now? I've got the card, I don't know, I haven't, but I will do that. We've still got the inform Ginter there, who's been solid. That again, he's untradeable. We've got Hervedes there, who's been solid. Leno now, a first owner, untradeable as well. And I was talking about Karlsdorp earlier there, he's in at that right back slot. But this team, I absolutely adore it, adore it, adore it. It's fantastic. Highly recommend Werner, highly recommend, I nearly said Konoplyanka then, Yarmolenko. But Goretzka, the things I would do to get hold of his Team of the Week card, he's in form, because right now, he's gone up by, he's an 82, so he's gone up by 2. But look at the stats on this man. 6'2", 85 pace, 82 dribbling, 81 defending, 80 physical, 77 shooting and 82 passing. He looks absolutely insane. If there's anyone I would like to get for this team, obviously you've got the big boys like your Lewandowskis, the Ericssons, but you guys know I love Goretzka from last FIFA. I'd love to pick this card up at some point, but look how much he is right now, lads. We are nowhere near getting him, so we're probably going to continue doing the gold upgrade packs. I mean, if we get lucky and get him, that'll be something that's just next level insane. So here's a card that we can definitely work towards anyway for upgrading our Bundesliga team. that goes without saying. But like I say, we'll be keeping the Bundesliga team as it is, slowly upgrading it. We need to focus more on improving our second team at the moment. But squad battles wise, we've got games left to play still from today, and I've not done the Dele Alli squad yet either. But we actually lost our first game of the week today, like not long ago, 3-2. Very frustrating, and that was with the Prem team, which is what really, like, I was thinking of selling it anyway, and then I lost that game, and I was like, you know what, it's just not up to scratch, because the Bundesliga team is like 6-0, 5-0, 5-1 constantly, so just shows how far beyond it is. So we've still got those 3 games left to play. We've still got the Ali Challenge to do as well, and you can see if we win our games, we're currently on 19k, looking at 2,000 points per game easy every single time, so we should comfortably be getting Elite 1 again this week, hopefully. FUT Champions is something I will try and qualify again for, but I'm focusing mainly on squad battles. We will eventually get them both in a bit of a balance going, but like I said, I'm enjoying squad battles so much right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut away from this part of the video. I've shown you everything I wanted to show you. You're going to see the... what are you going to see? You're going to see the marquee matchups being completed, and then I'm going to show you a bit of gameplay from the team in the daily knockout as well. So let's cut to that, and then I'll show you some gameplay. So here we are then, guys. We are at this week's marquee matchups, and they've actually been pretty kind to us. I often say bronze pack method all the way, and that's exactly again what's helped us complete this so comfortably, realistically. We're going to go through all the different ones. I've not redeemed anything yet, and then we're going to open all these packs live up. live for you right now. Sorry if I can get my words out. I need to have a cup of coffee or eat something, or I'm losing the plot here. But this is the first one. It was mainly needing Japanese league players, a couple of rares in there as well. In fact, I've gone overkill here, because you only need 2 rare players. So I might just take out this dude and put in a Japanese league striker for more chem, and for the fact that we'll be wasting a Porto rare. So we'll just put this guy in quickly, and then we'll get this one sent off. I haven't had to buy a single player for this one. You can see that should still tick the box. It does. I don't think there's anything incredible for this one. It's a rare consumables pack, but we haven't had to put anything towards it whatsoever, so we're not going to complain for free. Melbourne victory versus Melbourne City, another one where we actually, again, bronze pack method coming in clutch. We actually had a silver player for Melbourne City, I think it was, who we sold for 5k as well, so that was a nice bit of profit on him. Again, he was just from the bronze pack method. We did buy some Italian midfielders and Italian league midfielders to help us get chem and rating, but none of them whatsoever were expensive. I think 1,000 coins is the most we paid for one of these. Was it even 1,000 coins? Could have been less than that. Yeah, like 800 coins. I think we didn't have to buy anybody else at all for this one either, and for that we get a premium gold pack, which again, haven't had to put anything in for it whatsoever. Third one that we're going to be doing is Dortmund versus Leipzig. Now, this one we did have to buy 1 player, and that was Emil Forsberg. 2.5k cost us. Everyone else we already had in the club. Some of these were untradables as well, so absolutely fantastic. Campbell and Schmaltz we'd bought well, I think Campbell we'd packed. Yes, we had indeed. Schmaltz we bought ages ago. He's no, he was the first owner as well. Vogt first owner. So I mean, the vast majority of these are getting first owner, and for that we get a jumbo premium gold players pack. Is it? Oh no, just a jumbo premium gold pack. And last but not least, Atletico versus Barcelona. And for this one, we had to buy Sergio Roberto at right back, who wasn't as expensive as I expected actually. Only cost us 1,700 coins, and everyone else, I believe, yeah, everyone else is already in the club as well. So again, marquee matchups, we did very, very well. Hopefully the pack luck can repair us. I think when you take into account the few players that we have had to buy, it's cost us something like 4 or 5k, so anything more than that we make back is going to be pure profit, and you'd like to think that we could make 4 or 5k back. So we get a rare Electrum players pack, we get a rare gold pack, we get a rare consumables pack, a jumbo premium gold pack, and a premium gold pack. So we'll do the rare consumables pack first, because this is just going to be fitness stuff. Squad fitnesses will come in handy, and we get a lot of them, which is nice. We get Camp to centre forward to striker, and another centre forward to striker in there. But the squad fitnesses alone, that is well worth it. My camera's just died, bear with me, I'll just flick that back on again. I haven't fully charged it up yet, so I was hoping it'd make it through this video. Apparently not. Let's just get that back on quickly, and hopefully it can make it to the end of the rest of these packs. So we'll get through these quickly. We've got an Electrum players pack. We'll do that because that's going to be a mixture of, you know, gold, bronze, silver, everything. I'm not expecting anything from this one. It's not going to be a board player, but it is going to be a rare gold, which is nice. That is going to be... It's not, I thought it was going to be Buffal for a second. It's actually Belhanda, 81 rated. He's a player that I think used to play in the French league. Anything else at all to write home about? We do get Denis Suarez, who might be worth a little bit because of the fact there's the Barcelona players that you require. Forgive me, the camera's gone out again. I'll sort out this pack and then I'll get it back on. We also get Goyo in there. Nothing else exciting though, I don't think. Right, forgive me if the camera keeps on going off, lads. It's clearly super low on battery, but I want to try and power through here. So we'll do the premium gold pack next. Are we going to get a board player? I'd just like to get a board player in all of these. Wouldn't it be nice? The camera's gone off again, man. That's taking the mic. We'll just power through these, hoping the camera can just survive these last two. Now we've got a jumbo premium gold pack. Are we going to get anything here? Is it going to be a board player? That's what we'd like to get. The camera's gone off again, but it's not a board player. The camera is, we're just going to have to do that towards the end here. It is going to be Balde Diao, previously a one-to-watch player, but not anymore. The Monaco winger, of course, moved from Serie A. Is there anything else to write home about in this pack? There's Dini in there. We get Eduardo. Nothing at all of note again. A couple of squad fitnesses. And we've got the last pack now as I'm just turning the camera back on. There's been nothing of note so far that you've missed, but I'd like to get it back on for this one. It's not going to be a board player. Again, not a single board player in all of those is pretty bad, man. Did we get anything here? Argentinian centre-back. Damn. They are some poor marquee matchups packs. It's Rodriguez in the last one. That sucks. And we also get Zaza and Hurtado as well. We've got lots of squad fitnesses, but not a lot else aside from that, to be honest. Oh, not quick selling. So guys, I just wanted to show you before the end of the video a little bit of footage from the team, the Bundesliga team that I was talking about in the second part of today's video. I'm not going to make this too long. It's going to be a few goals and goals we scored and goals we conceded, basically. Very brief highlights from the daily knockout games we've been playing. But I don't want to make it too long just because this video is going to be quite long already, I imagine. But we brought in Yarmolenko, as I've already said. We've got Werner up front with him, a player that I'm absolutely loving using right now, and Thomas Muller. That front three is incredible. And the formation is something I want to touch on more than anything because I was really struggling. Well, not struggling. I was finding formations that I liked, but I was always finding weaknesses in them. 4-1-2-1-2 second variation for me is the best formation I have used this year. I've got to say now, because the only weakness is the fact that there's no wingers, which is something that I do miss, and that's not for the fact that you miss the width, it's the fact that I miss getting wingers into my team. Like, there's lots of players out there that are wingers that I want to use, the likes of Sane, the likes of Yarmolenko, who we converted to a striker so that we could use him, basically. But other than the fact that it hasn't got the wingers, which you can play up front, like I like to do, I know some people frown upon that, but I like to do that. This formation is absolutely outstanding, especially if you've got a really energetic, high work rate midfield. You look at the team I've got, you've got Nidge on one side, extremely dynamic, high. You've got Goretzka in there, who's the deep line, he's like a CDM obviously, but he's got great pace, strength, power. On the other side, we've got Tolisso again, he's high-medium, but he's very dynamic. Muller in there, high, very dynamic player again. So I think the key thing with this formation to making it work is getting a midfield that's well-balanced and works hard for the team, which this team 100% does. And then if you've got two strikers like I'm looking to have in this team, Yarmolenko and Timo Werner, you are, you know, you're going to be in a good place. But the thing I'm struggling with on FIFA, which isn't regarding the formation really, is defending. I think it's ridiculous how many games I'm having, like some that you'll be seeing in the background on the scorelines, that are like, there's one game that I won 8-5, there's a 5-4, there's a 6-3, like they are high scoring games. And that's just a sign of how FIFA is right now. It's incredibly difficult to defend, in my opinion. I know the patch has made it a little bit easier, people are saying, but I'm still struggling. Thankfully, I managed to outscore a lot of people I play against, but it's still very, very tough, and I'd love to know how you guys are coping with the defending in the comments down below. Let me know if you've got any tips for defending. I think most people have been saying to me when I've been putting it on Twitter, you know, don't commit your defenders, stay patient and bring them back. But sometimes it annoys me because I'm so used to jockeying with the defender. I think I've read a pass, I think I've read a through ball, the ball will just go past my man and he won't stick a leg out and intercept it. The ball will be right there for him to intercept and he just won't do it. But that is the nature of the beast right now. Everyone's going to be dealing with the same problems, of course, but it's going to be interesting to see how people adapt to the game, because I've said it earlier in today's video, like, I am nowhere near as good on this FIFA as I have been on previous years, in my opinion, and it's going to take a lot of grinding, a lot of practicing on the game to get to anywhere near where I was on previous years. But squad battles, thankfully, is something that's like, I'm quite good against the AI. I can do that on Legendary, and we can be getting Elite 1 rewards every single week. And while that's going on, there's a side project, so like I said before, we're hopefully going to be getting better online, getting into FUT Champions eventually, going up to the divisions, all that kind of stuff. But I think it's going to be a really interesting journey to watch, so hopefully you guys do enjoy it. It's not just going to be like me, you know, being amazing at the game straight away and going through. Hopefully, I would like to think that when the end of this Road to Glory happens, the end of the year, I will be a much better FIFA 18 player than what I am now, because I think on previous FIFAs I've started quite strong and I've not really improved a lot, whereas this year there's a lot for me to improve on, and I think I'm improving already. Like I said, I'm consistently now getting to the semi-final or the final on every single daily knockout that I enter, which is something that I know that sounds simple and easy for some guys, but I wasn't doing that. I was losing in the first round, second round, really struggling with defending, so there's definitely room for improvement. Hopefully that can happen, but I am going to stop wittering on there because this is going to be a pretty long video with everything that's crammed into it. But if you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a big thumbs up on it. Always appreciate your feedback and support. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on anything that I mentioned, and I'll speak to you all in tomorrow's video. Nidge out.